Всем привет! Сегодня будет сюжет как сфера ивента. Это вот. Хотя моя бессюжетка обычно прячу лучше. Слушайте. Не решится справа. Давайте обычный ивент. Так. Отслеживать, что там. Блять, какой же там. Сейчас говорю, что-то уже. Что надо? Нормально представить. Ну, например, сообщение, пришлите его как можно скорее. Санчо Лафу.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trip?
Блять, кринж чел, блять.
Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance. Those who have aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou. On behalf of the seat of divine foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Go, блять, хули.
Wow, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family.
Блять, как...
Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we blast. Yeah, wherever we go.
So we should leave
Hey, that's not what I meant. I'm all for some fun.
The Xianzhou Luofu
Пятница и суббота.
overcome a crisis.
Я понял, типа того же тема воскресенья.
Demonstrated to everyone that they return to a state.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Pinnacle.
Sorry, блядь.
You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charmony Festival with all its hidden secrets. Aside from star-skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal.
There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is, with Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some fossils from Hailing the Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society.
Aw, so that means
Being an adult means whether we let go, here's the plan. Pom-Pom will take
Мои
everyone to the
обещания.
Central Office. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with
What do you two think?
Да.
now that everyone's on board with the plan.
Понял, let's go. Так, обсудите план поездки с Мартин и Даньком. Второго была клоуна.
Himiko really knows how to convince people. Between boys and bosses and warriors, the latter definitely sounds more fun.
Конечно, на Хуэйфу можно идти.
By the way, Danheng,
Just let you two wander around A+. Mr. Yang is right.
Ну, как что нет, совсем не по себе. Здесь двух живущих не может быть. А не хочет с рыбой.
Short of their species. Since he has extended into the
Понял. У них там какая-то предыстория. Там рофлс.
coming back to this place brings back
Да. Но в этот раз не будет никаких пиздел. Ничего. Не будет ловать шанок. К движению на алкомаркете.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. About all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou.
Понял.
This time we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to speak
Невероятно
British
гладко.
cargo talk. Quite unusual, I must say.
Необычно.
I agree.
Магазин. Ко мне пришло сообщение, что экспресс примерно зажал. Он, короче, так приехал. Люда, сколько рода? Вообще ничего не слышу.
There's so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Yenching said General Jinyuan sent him to welcome us. Where is he?
Опа. Ой, ёпки
Hey,
нахуй.
you guys, hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Are you familiar with the Sanjo Lafu?
We know we're from Pinnacle. Maybe you've heard of it.
Ну, слыхали.
Came to this ship to gather interesting material.
Well, we just left there.
That's great. Do you know any Muslim?
Exactly. Most of the tourists around us, yeah. We know about that.
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned bomb. The radiant feldspar is big.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't.
You're the expert here.
Так, что там? Ага, что-то уникальное.
Give them. Hey. Maybe it's not such a terrible idea after all.
Slow down a bit.
Hey, wait! Think about what you're doing! Don't...
Блять, на дерево амброзии их отправил, бывает. Карлик, иди сюда, блядь.
There you are. Everyone, this way.
Ты чё быть мелким? Пошел в пизду. Здорово, школьник ебаный.
It's been a while.
Ага. О.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we... What's up, Miss March? They say kids grow up really fast.
We've only been away for
Точно подрос.
General was always worried I was sorry for the delay. With the upcoming war dance and the Starskip Haven.
Seriously, I've never...
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the
Направить топ.
too soon.
Yep. There's people from other with the war dance coming up.
Ага.
There's a huge number of visitors pouring into the star. The general said this ceremony would help the Sanjo Lafu. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale. Anyway,
Я всего только там же нежную церемонию. Ради Джумина и Олсин пропонувал. Джумин с ничем.
I wonder if you've heard of it.
Да какой
Known as
там?
the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half. The Xianzhou Juming boasts skilled craftsmasters.
Ой, хуяне, блядь,
General
кто?
Lan is a top-notch craftsman himself.
By the way, Yenshin,
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. General,
it's funny how he tries to act.
А, ну, ты ж так. Ага.
All units, assemble quickly. Get ready to protect the
Чё?
just mentioned security. Now,
Ага.
something's gone wrong.
Давайте тут. Ну, я думаете, не справишься сам, что ли? Нихуя себе волки, блядь.
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Уф. Че? Ага. Похуй. Ебать у меня Тима, нахуй.
Why are there boars in here?
Какой прицел?
Ends now.
Doors echo. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Like fireflies to a flame, life begins until everything burns to ashes. Set to the sea, go play.
Оп, школьница.
Death timer check.
Я школьница ебаная высралась.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat. Could you give me back my...
Спасибо. Так, я команду делаю. Нормально, на всякий случай. Так, знаю, что будет. Так.
Wait, my sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to...
While we appreciate your rescue, my Scienjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and...
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you, and once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo be out.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the law.
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Who's in charge here?
It's my fault.
The war dance. According to the protocol, Borisan prisoners should be held on a starskin.
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Chu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Liu Chu, officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yan Qing. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisan just before arriving. And the Chu...
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisan near the Luofu.
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. Chu Ming diplomatic ship. Hearing this, with all the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent...
I see. It's... maybe I should gather more details from others.
Oh, you look...
Please don't tease me, Miss March.
What are those people? I mean...
Это ж кого, да?
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borisan. The Borisan have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. Their presence has faded over the years.
According to that officer,
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. Well, enough with... Love to chit-chat a little.
Да.
I doubt she did. Perhaps she...
All right, let's...
Don't worry.
There sure are a lot of trouble.
Хуесос какой-то видео. Опять он какой-то сюжет на часа 3-4,
It's been
блин.
a long journey, everyone. Thank you for your presence.
Старый, блядь.
General, I brought our guests from the Express.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, Oh. Allow me to introduce you to General Juan.
Плагивайся.
He is the Arbiter General of the Scienjo.
Ебанер.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter General, but also the Furnace Master.
Be it Arbiter General, Furnace
Тихо,
Master,
где это, блин, да?
many titles given all retired several times already, but current change in circumstances. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life.
It's an honor to meet you.
Здрасте.
No need to be all.
Почему не был ответ? Здорово, дед.
Just a guest on the law. So, these three are the ones you mentioned, genuine
Ну, столько.
heroes.
Блядь, маленький написать.
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid
Дошкольница,
the Law
еба.
Fu might not have easily overcome this presence.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Law Fu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink.
Надо пожать тебя, Луна.
You're more than welcome.
And this young friend is...
Щу.
He remains by my side at my retainer,
Лучше.
which I hope will season him with experience.
Лучше.
He will stand for the Law Fu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds.
Эй, можно я уебу Юрка? Меня уже раздражает. Она его месяц пиздила.
Great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yu Li.
О, школьница ебаная, блядь.
It's you! Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other? Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence. I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Now you've piqued my curiosity. Tell me, how did you two become acquainted?
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starscape. Allow me to express my gratitude. But when you left, you took my flying sword.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found the dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is. Now that we've met again, I hope...
No, that won't do.
Won't do?
Ну понятно. Прихожу всё.
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Jumi, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string, and it missed its target. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a second. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Lawful's sword masters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? You want to settle this with swords? Fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yang Cheng,
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yan Qing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't take
А
sides.
я ему дочей.
it's a small misunderstanding, and an apology. I've heard heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible sword?
В нем там действительно бывает огонь. Бля. Некоторые обожают бросаться. Ага. Ну-ка, спишь.
Well, everyone, Elder Huai and I have some business to discuss. I'll find another chance to talk.
That's so kind.
Please forgive me.
You needn't apologize.
All right. Take this.
Yeah, it's better to make friends than enemies. But how do we...
Yang Qing, once you've helped our guests get settled, you go to the Artisanship Commission. See if you can calm them down. Don't.
I'm on it.
Ой, блядь. Блядь, такая же дура, нахуй. Че ты, блядь? Че ты, блядь, смотришь, что здесь высокие люди, а не картышки, ебать. Завидую, блядь. Блядь, я испугался уже. Че я? Голубой мальчик, пошли.
The report Qingzu just sent. Looks like the general is giving me a tough challenge. Well, it's not exactly a test. It's just, you know, talking things out with straightforward and get out with weapons. Well, let's not worry about it.
Идем.
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war game. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing.
You're overthinking it, Genuine. As I said, however, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted...
Привет. Я тебе сказал, что пора битвы генерала Питера не огличь, что физических пору. Всем сейчас живу. Генерал Питер никогда больше есть, чем кажется, исходя из названия. Их расправить за жизнь Джо удалить может быть проклятием, кажется, лишним жив. Жика однажды не остынет. Эй, сердце чувствовало, а что? Скалиной мощи Яо Цина? Она прибыла конкретно тебе. Кстати, почему я сегодня пришла? Говорит, скалиная мощь скажет снова молния.
That's not true, General Huayan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled nature.
Опа.
As soon as she disembarked from the star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's
That's
an honor to meet
David.
you in person, Arbiter.
Now this is interesting. Guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead.
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply... Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll first...
Какая же духота, ебаная. Себя, как судья комиссии. Берем вот назад. Значит, ты уже не раш.
Unacceptable. If it weren't for the general's interference, I would have caught this. By the way, I don't know reserve. Maybe I'm just a...
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou...
That's right.
That's what makes this entire...
What's so unusual about it? Please?
War dance is just a small festival.
Боюсь, найти не
Now we
против.
have two... Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
Hold him accountable?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a...
Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Senjo Lord, once the spark of suspicion is kindled.
What was I thinking?
Aw, I was so excited. I thought, by the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship is
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the cauldron master on the...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Don. General is under tremendous pressure right now.
Come on.
This Mark is right. Still, I'll do my best to follow his...
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just...
This...
no worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the Yeah, exactly. Are you being sarcastic?
Well, sure will...
Блять, договор, что ли? Я хотел посмотреть на еще. Типа, это считается так. А, вот это, да, это вот идет сейчас. Поведение под внутреннего форум. Окей. А, ты будет дело, что по планетам все разделено или сюжет. Альберт, Ярила, Тулов, Упякона. Так. Да. Блять, опять договор.
That toxic voice sounds familiar.
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I'm not straight up snatching IPC.
Вот, я тоже думаю.
Just as I've said it, men, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Keep detaining my cargo and I was gonna ask you the same thing. What? Staying on the Tianjo, are you? What?
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express?
They're in trouble? No, it's me.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker. I was sent here to deal with the IPC.
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge.
So, you're Scott. I've heard...
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place.
What do you mean by snatched? I told you.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady crap.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission.
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the law.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days.
I understand, but...
In most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only...
Biological tissue?
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case...
According to the Alliance's regulations on biological products are theirs.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and didn't...
Да, это...
Palmara Valley. The IPC representative back then was...
What are you guys whispering about over there?
Ничего, блядь. Денег готов, нахуй.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But...
Speaking of regulations, we have our own laws and
Так,
regulations.
что торгуем?
According to Article 4 of the Xianzhou Alliance IPC trade consent.
Aw, I didn't expect to see you again, Mr. Scott.
Stop pretending we're friends. If I can actually beat.
Let's just pretend we don't
Чё,
know
чё
what's
ты?
not happening.
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property.
Could you...
Чё?
Back in Arum Alley, you were dealing with civilian version, but this time, the Cloud 9 lieutenant standing before you represents...
Of course. I'm sure we both want a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, I want things to be resolved peacefully, but even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the intelligence...
I've taken Herta's curios and even destroyed Ramei's experimental subjects.
Listen up.
Блядь, это не то, блядь, я перепутал. Блядь, можно быстрее? Блядь, меня наебали. Блядь, я... Блядь, ебаный Харри Джерман, наебал.
According to the principle of territoriality, since your vessel is stranded on the Xian...
Indeed. According to Article 27 of the Xianzhou Legal Code, all official and private goods upon entering the...
Huh? My synesthesia beacon must not be working, because I have no idea what you just said.
Simply put, if you insist on hindering the inspection...
Confiscated? How can you see...
If this were pure point, an incoming cargo posed a safety risk. The IP...
That's true. The IP both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Xianzhou operate, right? As an
Everyone has their own set of rules. Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you both...
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Xianzhou, but if I violate the IP... Well, you guys sure know how. Fine. I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that...
So, Mr. Scott...
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go, as long as they don't break it.
Yeah, you've got some insight there.
Ух, ля какая чикс.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Law Firm.
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from...
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself.
Бля.
It's
Что
fine,
за
Mr.
женщина?
Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected,
It doesn't matter.
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden?
yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on transport ships
Блять,
are-
что такое начали?
Like I said, we won't inspect.
Блять. Стой, блять. Успокойся. Успокойся, блядь.
Well, that's more luck. Our ship will leave in a few...
Your ship can leave whenever you want, but I'm afraid I can't. According to the import and export regulations signed between the Sanjo and IPC, all biological shipments can only
Опасно,
leave
когда
for
перемещаем грузовой полностью
and since we can't determine if your
Так
ship
мы не
is
ударим.
safe
Или
to
запустили
fly,
груза,
I guess
то
we'll have to
видим,
wait
что
for
инструкция,
its
кроме как
biological
ждать
activity
превращения в
to
связи
expire.
скрутимся.
Let me
Давайте
check.
все с предыдущим проблемой.
Normally,
Вы занимаетесь всего лишь 47 лет по времени календарю. Всего лишь 47 лет.
Why so
Сейчас
surprised?
вы все еще молоды, полны энергии. Вы не 50 лет восточно. Здесь запасе будьте уверены, сидят.
Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I...
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long.
Step aside, guys.
Че, все, блядь, кот нахуй пошел.
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always run
Какой
for
самый?
the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head. Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Just get on with the inspection. Don't
Глянь, конечно. Жена моя.
Is this the IPC product?
listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
Опа-на, блядь. Опа, пизелка. Ага. Кого? Кого, блядь? Куда пришли? Ужас, блядь. Так, Николаевич.
Wow, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
No dirty tricks, all right?
I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Да, точно.
Are
Готов?
you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the
I had no idea about it. You...
I don't think trying to shift the blade.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving.
Enough. This shipway, please report our items.
On it. Please follow me. Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're...
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission, and according to our rules, All prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and
Пиздец, ну Линша, это жена такая женщина просто пришла, блядь, сделала.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters.
Ничего.
As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express. Right. Saving the lawful from that crisis.
Эх, что красиво, блядь, романтику. Можно забыл как романтик.
It's still early.
Не. Блядь, пытается гонить меня. Так, на мне. На мне, блядь. Титла. Блин, ну Линша это реально прям жена. Да, пока это лучше тянка, пока я, блядь, в плане первого применения. Сушка. Ты что-то делаешь, дура ебаная? На нахуй. Ебать, ботиночки. О, спиздить. Блядь, спизди нахуй.
All these years. The view of the alchemy, the tides come and go. Like the ancient
Ну чё, блядь, пригодился? Меня искривил недавно, мне можете завтра всем смену.
There's nothing more nostalgic.
Ай, блядь, я тебя понял.
You're a local native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes. I grew up here. Listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions. It's kind of sad.
Сейчас ясно.
Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. The view here would be... Oh, really? Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting a bomb in...
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, they'll eventually sprout.
Угу. Блядь, опытная хозяйка.
The rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
С чего такая серьезная тема?
Well, since what would you like to discuss? I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadaran like you, I'm an outsider. Just a Vidyadara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating...
I see. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever, just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted 30 years ago. My mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depth.
Похуй. Скажи похуй, чел.
Arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence. None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Опа-на! Ебать, ну чё? Блядь, ебать, началось месть. Месть, наконец-таки, блядь. Пепик.
Remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the divine foresight himself.
Чё, всё, блядь, поссал? Ой, блядь.
Don't worry about it.
Какой же он
I
сучка
understand that
генерал.
when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him.
Ага. Да, в нашем возрасте обида, да, сучка, не позволите, ля, роскошь. Ебать, роскошь, конечно.
Lingsha, you're back.
О, блядь, опять еще одна вернулась. Хо. Опа.
You leave. Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Let me take this opportunity.
Я знаю его. Хотите сюда. Я не его. нормально свою отпустить.
Why do I keep bumping into? Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Lydia. Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't you.
Really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy.
Just look at this flying suit. You know the Cloud Knight saying. A Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon.
Yeah, fine. You don't have to give it back, because I'll take
Ё, всегда так нетерпеливо.
Need these two. It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. Well, I didn't mean it in that way. See, I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations.
Clearing out is the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations.
Да, блядь, как ёбаный рот. Так.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated from test, I be the referee. Lame shop.
Boy, it's really
Ой,
fun.
блядь, как да, терпимо. Чё, я? В смысле? Блядь, надо ему тему дать, ёбнуть тогда. Так.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
Shift the balance.
Let me say it again. Be careful when you draw your sword. Can we start?
Existence is unity.
How many can you block?
Угу.
Blade and flight. There's always a weak. Lend me your strength.
Strike apart.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to his sword to actually have some skill.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Time for sword play. Blade and flight.
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
How many can you block? Strike apart. Swords descend.
You've got style
Блядь,
with those moves.
это баланс нахуй? Почему она уешь?
Such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
A one-time enemy. Blade and flight.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm.
Как меня обогнать?
To guard
Она
and
уешь.
defend. Crush them.
Strike apart.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Я не оформлю, об этом не буду.
Blade and flight.
Watch your head.
Lend me your strength.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Это баланс? А, ну,
Some
второй.
value, I suppose, in existence.
Просто сколько это еще будет?
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Бой бесконечно.
There's always a weakness.
The guys have to get bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Time for swordplay. Bladed flight. There's always lending your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them. Strike apart. Through clouds. How many can you block? Bladed flight. Practice is over. Swords descend. Lend me your strength. Strike apart. There's more to life. Eternal. Time for sword pass.
Сосать дура.
I win. Why don't you just give me back and consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested? All you did was chop down a few monsters. If you think you can just take them.
Блядь, что за чёрт? Какой режиссер на самом деле? Да. Опа, хоба. Давай. И. Ага. Все.
Well fought, my young friends. However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute
Блядь, чувак, эта женщина пришла, всех выебала, блядь. Прищала, сука.
Who are you? Me? I am just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd seen my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to. However, I have a small suggestion. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper deal and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all.
Ну, да.
Sparring, you summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with great strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Chow? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Все.
Merlin's claws?
Looks like I'm quite famous in the Sancho law, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Great General.
Great general. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. I heard there's a dozing general on the law firm, so I'm humbled to name myself the lacking general. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
Ага, понял.
Sounds much better, right?
Кринж, блядь, целый.
Yeah.
Да, иди нахуй.
Sparring session is over. Yanqing and Yunlei thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet. Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll beat you fair and square next time we fight. This is how she apologizes?
Да все, блядь, иди, пиздуй, хуесос. Все, давай, пизду. Трап ёбаный. Блядь, как меня съебало это все. Все, дурак, все послушай, смотрела. Бесполезный диалог, который не судья сюжет.
Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my insult.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked.
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the dragon.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you... Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
Sure.
It appears that the divine foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering and happy.
But... I know you're going to say but.
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant. So at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage.
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight.
Just stop whining. And before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights of the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its company.
Perfectly clear statement turned confusing, thanks to your translation.
Да, мне похуй, чел, блядь, ебучая кошка съебал, нахуй.
Treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest serving general of the Xianzhou law firm. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you.
Well, life and death, Zhao Zhou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to as long as I could fulfill that deep-seated
Да, мне похуй.
You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy.
Врагов забыла я сама. Блядь. Чё, всё, блядь?
Enjoy some tasty food. So,
jeez. Really? No.
You guys can read it for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend.
Кого, блядь, чё? О, Хусейн.
Hey! Was that the... I mean, when Yun Lee's the one that...
Mind.
You think so too?
That was rough.
I was talking
The kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled...
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance.
Thanks for the advice, Master Danhan. By the way, that grown-up game so soon.
Битва клинков сердец. Ну не верь, блядь, потом, когда тебя близкие будут вытаскивать ночью, это пузико, блядь, чесать. Так поговорим. Прикольки нахуй, как она. Опа, это же эта игра говна. О, Юнгли.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, these three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the...
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty. Taken vows.
Да, и что ты хочешь?
There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick
Блин,
satisfaction.
ты уверен, ты дед хуесос ебаный? Я говорю, это прям хуйло его, да. Но.
I've seen enough failures in my time.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating?
This old man's words.
Marshal ordered me to come to this schedule now. The document only says, attend the war. The Marshal is well aware of Jin Yuen's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation.
Стоп, она? То есть адмирал это женщина? Ты мужчина, правильно? Вумен, блядь, это мужчина или какая-то женщина ебаная? Ясно, блядь. Игра для девочек. Ой, для детей ебаных. Перед психозом.
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you able to serve as for the ambrosial arbor, Francis? All I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way.
Мне? Это мне?
Yes, it's this There will be numerous contests to celebrate. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Longwu.
You humor me, Elder White. The healer...
I've no...
What's this box?
This sword case is intended for the war. It's empty now. I don't mean to boast about our skills. This sword represents the pinnacle of the Jubilee's blacksmith. It has a I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. Hit me. Tomorrow, I hear that Yanjing is an excellent swordmaster.
Thank you for your time.
You want to give me a sword?
You've got confidence, my girl.
Моя дорогая, ты
I don't
помнишь?
think you can best
Я не вижу.
I know you're all about swords, Mr. Yeah. And even if someone gets their hands on such the outcome of our duel would be exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna
Сам был права.
not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their
Quiet down. We have other... While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need
Я приглашаю, это может быть больше.
I
Ага.
don't know who the winner will be. It might not
Важно
be
ты.
either. But you're eyeing that prize. Need to work.
how to
In my humble
Мне
opinion,
нравится хорошо. Для сам полагает. Его умение появился на и слухом
I'm
фехтования.
greatly pleased this apprentice could represent the Express in the war tents.
Well, Elder Flyins, I hear, is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork.
Девочка.
Both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson with them.
Стоп, я?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the up.
Wait, are you serious? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to look.
Yeah, I did say that.
Miss March is like a piece of jade.
Играть мастер, ну.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. That's considerate of you.
Не переживай, я потерял 85. Ага. Правда?
Looks like March is curious.
Нас заинтересовал.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move.
Miss Yunli has always
General, I haven't. So you're admitting you're.
Yangqing. Teaching an apprentice is also
Да,
a way of
кипанист, это
proving
новое,
one's
это когда
skill
для
in
учеников.
Now that Yangqing has agreed too.
It's at least that way. I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Я вот так не чувствовал, что это делал. Я вообще не травматизируюсь.
Great. Starting tomorrow, Julie and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment.
You're too kind.
Ага.
General YN's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Вот. Рождение СФТ. Силу Марта, блядь. Превосприятие Марта. Кривый вакина. Я надеюсь, Март выиграет сервер. Покажет силу хоть бичам.
I think we.
Yeah, I brought you here because the general said he had.
Because General. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists, since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lawful's operations log were given to the Alliance. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged you.
Elder Vine is still that tricky. My apologies. Truth be told,
Так, было ясно. И так уже нахуй. Никому на самом деле не нужны, блядь.
wished for you in the coming weeks. I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Shao. Where you may need to answer the questions and clear up any doubts you might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness. Answer.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the lawful ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me, and for so long, too. It's quite an honor. It's been a while. It's been 30 years.
Мне 30 лет. Да, когда, ага. Ну, потому что ты уж генерал Фэбер в школе. Кажется, прошла Фэбер. Да?
Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance. Still stable. That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament.
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer. Delegated.
Given my background, I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, as your friend, may I...
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elves who lurk behind the scenes. Although, the report from the Lawful explained all the details We don't know the ruin region. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an outworlder and a clone, claiming to offer the to fight against these. The Law Fu preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Liu, neglecting the alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Liu exiled the Bible to re-enter the law. It is for these reasons. Well, duty calls.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. The Law Fu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Inquisitor. Unfortunately, for long-life species, the ages always culminates in a failure.
That's true. And that's why...
Hule? You mean that Hule? Boris and Moorhead?
The nemesis of the Foxians, who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned to the end of...
Usually, only emissaries from the
Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice, and given the situation of Law Fu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. That's why I was sent here. So, well, not everything. There might be a scope.
Tell me.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. However, someone had already been on the scene.
Our people?
No, neither.
Жуань Мэй. Опа. Жуань Мэй. Жин Петрикор.
Did I oversleep?
There you are. Well, it was a promise to General Guyan. Hey, why are you blushing? This is the first time someone has called me. Let me make it clear. Swordplay trip. Promise General Guyan to teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war team. A promise is a promise. Since I promised, great.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing.
Don Hung, do you even have a heart? Bye. I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum.
Нет, блядь, я не хочу.
First date, and you two are already late.
Что ты начала пиздить там нахуй? Карлик ёбаный.
Wait, are you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky. I'm just showing you what Law Fu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Law Fu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Law Fu swordplay then.
Да, что там?
Stand aside.
Ага, блядь, хуже сюда читаю. Ну, скип. Ух ты, я не хочу. Это что ты, блядь, одежда какая-то, чем я? So beautiful.
Requires precise movements. This element is tailored to fit perfect and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it. You're awesome, Master Yunli! See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Juming swordplay, so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I prepared something too.
Huh?
Блять, что за хрень?
Too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn sword fighting this March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I will have my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight.
Блять, что за хуйня? Почему это же я хотел убить нормальный сюжет,
But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli? The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Блять.
So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me. Alright, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor, Ron. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your movements, so we can decide.
If you're ready,
Кого? Опа! Оп, спать, ну это! Опа! Три плюс за раз. Ебать. Я нет. Масса маршал нахуя. Да, кстати, нормально все делаем. Конечно, контрол ее. Блядь. Я готов херать. Эх. Кстати, у меня для нее даже бонус, если я дам комнату с этого. Траться. Это хуй. Меня поймели прям. Чуть ли не лучше. Да? Ебать, сейчас будет ничего новенький. А детей еще не только существование используют навык, чтобы учиться. Так, чуть-чуть накапливаем, да? Дома? Ага. Ну нахуй. Конечно. Ладно, для ради Макса замедлил анимацию. Бля, нормально такой.
She lacked strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused, given the situation. Her? Seriously, I could ask you the same thing. Skilled swordmaster. Theorist. You.
Путь по сирени меча Марта. Watch this. Опа! Ура! Бля, теперь кстати хотеть можно. Самая лучшая девушка в мире. Это правда. Бля, я хочу купить именно так. Почему-то. Я не знаю почему. Не хочу. Блин, ну не умеет это еще хоть. Как? Смысл? Вряд ли. Он хочет. Ну это хуйня. Ну, блядь. Плюс. Да, блядь, пизду, короче, похуй. Надо быть самым меньше не будет, аж похуй. Так, я говорю, сейчас еще нервничал. Поэтому не нервничал. Ладно, мне. Не знаю, надо. Может, это что-то другое. Я уже хочу, что это он не нужен. А вот Макс где-то с ними будет. Ты не нахуйся, блядь. Почему? Сука. Не сменяется друга.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good pets for me. I've somehow become the apprentice. One of them is Yanqing. The boy, both masters are super strict. I tried to drag him into this, but he refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved thanks to their guidance. I've actually made some progress. Looking forward to...
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
О. Блять, я не нашел. Так. 45. 4,5.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up. It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a fluff? There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields
Philip.
First, you need to kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt.
Какой же, как же он бачит?
Right now and see who kicks whose butt.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Why are you two arguing?
There's talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Zhuming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason...
Опять какой-то
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance.
This is Mr. Jiao. Ah, got it. So,
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts.
nothing about
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives, it's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean, for example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder. Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on Xianzhou teaching. I'm a healer.
Да, нарисовано на здоровую пищу. Ну, правильно.
Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial.
seriously?
Do you recognize this bottle?
No.
This is called tumble dust.
Is it?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, increase the dose of potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood this thin can save lives.
That makes sense.
Looks like I did get you all.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing.
Seems like you get real excited.
Picture this. Two individuals.
Грешный какой, Кстати, поверженный считать победителем войны. Убийство жить смерть и единовение. Проще же бессмысленно, дальше одна цель. Поехал попробовать реально идеально образовал. Нет, понятно, спарить без специфичности стоит победить.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jeffrey.
Well.
I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance. I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the front. This is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword into the war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue. Forge alliances from...
That's quite an insightful statement, Yuchi. Well, upon hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my...
Want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go!
Ой, блядь. Они все пистуют, блядь.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the sky.
What's up, Mr. Groucho?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance?
It doesn't look all that impressive.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Wafu military
Блядь. Ебать.
aren't allowed to
Бля, хочу юли. Хочу юли. Хочу юли.
bell rings and ceremonies since I was a kid. I've been training in this. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring, even
Dun dun.
then after that, I often asked how the general could do it. As a member of the fight.
О, все, заебал пиздеть. Да что, иди в пизду уже, блядь, заебешь.
I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. Sounds like that minded. I bet my father was a craftsman since I was a kid. It's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in there. So whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away. What do you mean?
I see. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused.
What?
Oh, nothing. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, well, we've seen the Sky Splitter.
What? You're leaving all...
It's getting late. By the
Блядь,
way,
короче, похуй на него.
Why don't we... What? For some reason. All right. I'll take it.
Just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission. Dedicating yourself to our glory is I'm doing my best, all right? When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. How's that? Who's there?
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Hey, kids, didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in it.
Блядь, кажется. Да блин, какой же кринж, я читаю, я не понимаю, блин, нахуя, где хоть что-то, блядь, интереснее.
The overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
Could you repeat what you just said, Yanqing?
What did I say?
Come on.
Can't you read the room?
Yeah. Anyone could help me hear Dogs try to say something. I'm pretty sure he sent something fishy. Since he's not familiar with do that from the beginning. That cloud boy. Is he famous on the hill? Have a
Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. I
We should have just killed those little beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. They're cutting the theatrics, Rudolph. So where are we heading then?
To check the freight scan, weapons, supplies.
So, are they? I have no clue. They seem... something. Just hang in there.
Let's just put the cargo here for now. Lord Locktalk said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skip and leave this place.
Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule.
Isn't just me. I keep smelling that stench of lowly.
Don't be so paranoid.
Looks like they're planning to escape on this. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from?
They're definitely up to something.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight as soon as there's any sign of activity.
Don't be so paranoid. We're running too hard.
They're leaving. We should catch up to them. Quickly! Did he spot us? Quickly, hide! What are they up to? They're all wearing...
Прямить вперед.
Never mind who they are. Let's just...
Look at this. A freight star skip with enough room to fit at least 20 of linemen. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us. Lord Locktalk is ready. The revival of our ancient.
What did he just say? These...
Блять.
It's those brats! I told you to get rid of them, but you
Can you
didn't
please?
listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
Опа-на. Опять меня не будет ставить, Мартин Пис.
Watch your head.
How is whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Blue June, officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait! What's the matter? I encountered a patrol officer named Blue June before. It was a few weeks ago when we were transported. They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion. Oh no.
Even worse. If you find one copy...
There are more Borison hiding on the Xianzhou. The plan is much bigger than just stealing information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine... the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Блять, опять серф нахуй.
That means you'll be a good guest. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Invibrator Lumen, and
Ну,
the
да,
person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot of that. Outside the reports from the Law Fu, the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to reasons. That's right. But don't worry, this isn't a trial. I just want to have a chat with you and get a better understanding of the facts. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. And all over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds. And the Alliance...
Допустим.
The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, while I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. Let me be clear. The questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts. So please don't take offense if any of my questions seem clever.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps...
You have a clever tongue?
The Merlin's claw is quite articulate. Right now, her intentions are unknown.
Let's cut to the chase. Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron Hunter's reputation.
Apart from the Lafu, there are many other worlds suffering from Stellaron corrosion.
To the Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail.
I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense. Let's move on to the next question. The reports suggest that Don Shu, the master, but here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist. Even if she colluded with our enemies and summoned the Stellaron.
I personally met Don Shu once. Her closest friend was killed during the War of Long. She harbored deep hatred towards the hunt.
Revenge is also a form of the hunt. However, that doesn't explain how she managed to bring the Stellaron into the Scale Gorge waterscape, which was...
Well, you should ask Don Shu herself for the answer.
Unfortunately, Don Shu is dead, and even her corpse has crumbled. According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the master. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring.
We were working with Diviner Fu, and she also witnessed Ventilia's true form.
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu. However, even if she's... Oh. It seems that you're generals. I am finished.
So, what do you think?
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. However, the three questions I first, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to third. You insist on holding the war dance right after the ambrosial crisis.
Может, я тебе движение нахуй. Директом и изнасилую тебя здесь женщина, блядь, иди. Станешь пиздеть.
Merlin's Claw. Is your line of thinking? Or the Ten Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not...
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it early. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it. In the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit. And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the deeps.
Близкий может, слишком долголов на ресторане считается нормальным понять на осадок с Микки.
But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors.
So what are your thoughts?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I think all these rumors are meaningless trouble. Across just as what happened on the Sien... The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borison are making trouble again.
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually Borison. It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12...
That's Ventilia.
That's right.
Опа-на.
You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the sea, I've always had faith in my instincts. So I don't doubt her intentions. But
what's in this?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word, and for that, I'll have to ask the two nameless to visit. No, I'm not in prison. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lord Committee.
I'm okay with that.
Willingness to help.
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for Slack.
So?
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Law Fu's shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borison, I want to
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch nemesis.
I was worried this would hurt.
And as for Hule, I'll send my lieutenant Zhao Cho and Moza to check on her.
Блять, тебе пиздеть. Все, готов.
Do you actually?
The Xianzhou's matrix of prescience can also predict the future.
You're definitely a unique... I hope you'll walk alongside the rainbow's path as...
Кто говорил? Хуянь? Кто это? Дед, блядь? Это дед же? Да. Блядь, дед, иди нахуй. Нет, кстати, оно, именно, если смотреть сзади, как персонаж, то вы вообще прям инсейн. Не знаю, мне просто всегда типа нравятся супер длинные, типа конские хвосты, настолько охуенно. Спереди, конечно, мне мифы ебаные, это проблема. А так вот, типа, если сзади, то ебать она охуенно выглядит. Просто секси ос. Ладно.
Really sorry. I'll call for a messenger.
As you wish.
As you wish. Чернал. As
General Jing Yuan requested. Everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The judges in the interrogation division also know your purpose in coming.
Блядь, голый, блядь.
The shackling prison. Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate. This is one of many entrances used for temporary access. Censored.
Нет, давай, let's go. Ебать. Ебать, тут круги такие чисто. Фу, кайф. Ладно, не буду, блядь, эти баксы не выкручивать, потому что мать не хотела, я хочу. Типа она взяла, сука. Милфу ебучий, милфафак, блядь. И даже целовать, сейчас. Нихуя.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely under...
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. Free now.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yaoqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship and to the general.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the Incarceration Division of the Ten Lords Commission.
With Jiao Cho and Moza. General thing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Boris Abominations of Abundance and the arch nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,000. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the fourth.
No need to repeat his...
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to... I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow managed to stay alive. It defies all documented physical...
его занялюк ебал? Может.
The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division. It's a device of intense torment. The complex rules are there. Because
I apologize for any of...
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule.
Если держать заключен, или нет? Нет, знать имя землю.
Please.
No, I'm not.
Then you won't be allowed to
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all Borisin. Thousands of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because I knew you were a reasonable person. Your Honor.
What is it?
No.
Here we are. Her Honor hasn't arrived yet.
Пиздец, кстати, вот это. Это, конечно, черт, слушай. Эх, смотрю, куда ты еще учись. Жалко, хватило, выебал.
Welcome,
budge, Hanya.
О, есть.
You don't want. Just kidding. Please allow me to express my gratitude to you.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Xianzhou.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't. This
Дайте
is not a
нахуй.
place for.
Please lead the way.
Please let me activate the mechanism.
Душнина, блядь. Нихуя. Уи. Ты не видишь, что она будет делать? Блядь. Чё ты думаешь, блядь, я пиздил, блядь. Вот с этим музычка, такой, музыка такая стрёмная, такая, нагнетает атмосферу, типа, не просто так все, типа, ёбнуться. Да, блядь, ты чё? Ты нахуй, Ханя, блядь. Я что-то люблю освободить. Посвечил месяц за него. Херов не зайдут. Блин. Ледяную тюрьму. Я не хочу тюрьму.
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time. Did you hear something just now?
Just now.
Let me check it out.
Let me check it out.
What an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and
These crates.
A few days ago, the spirit bearers received reports about an IPC trend. I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance. But throwing both the pirate. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Commons. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates. Well, business first.
Опа, аниме. Окей.
Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
Опа, на.
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. Our guards aren't responding.
The dice have been cast. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
This thing is going wild, just like a Boris.
А, просто нужно такая.
May song bring us victory. Stars echo. Let the valuation begin.
Sure, I'll play along. Watch your head.
The market is unpredictable. Investing in victory.
А, я должен хуйня такой толку-то меня уже.
tricks. I'm asking you. Answer me. Zero race.
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers followed the protocol.
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission. The Alchemy Commission members examined these things showing up in the shadow.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was and to make things worse, another group of the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered.
Here we are. Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization. The blue, I've given you the diagrams for lighting the lanterns. Please take a look.
Да, блядь, найс подтверждение личности. А стоп. Пизда, блядь. Да, чё? Ага. Кого, блядь? Опять. Типа вот сюда. Потом. Типа сюда. Сюда. Все. Надо, кстати, подготовиться на всякий случай, сделать Тиму.
The path is open. Once we descend to the bottom of the prison, please do not do anything reckless. Inside the delve, behind this door, is the greatest enemy of the Foxians, Hule.
Ух.
According to custom, envoys from the Yao Qing visit the Xianzhou Law, even though the Ten Lords Commission sentenced Hule to the Forest of Swords, suffering every day for the rest of his life. I understand. Unfortunately, for the past 7 centuries, they've had to return disappointed. Because
If we can use his toxin to create medicine, save an innocent. Could you be the key to a cure for the general?
And once again, the envoys of the Yao Qing will be disappointed. However, I won't say the same for me and my brothers.
who's there?
I'm just a humble counselor of the Rhino House.
А, это сама кто?
Wardens, intruders on the lowest level. Send reinforcements.
Nobody move. Thank you for opening up the prison. We'll take it.
No wonder I kept smelling that familiar stench. So,
We mustn't let these abominations get any closer. Detestable things. There are too many of them.
Once we were inside, we found soldiers failing us everywhere.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Let the show begin!
Like until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
I suggest you surrender now. Of course, I'll still kill you. But I promise you.
since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
There's more to life.
Take your position.
How presumptuous. Die now!
Leave if you can, Musa.
It's not time yet.
Some value, I suppose. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. This is more than a battle. Set the seas aflame!
Guard the gate! They can't be allowed in!
Опа. Все, дядя вышел, блядь. Пизда. Вот. Вообще, если считать, насколько вы...
It's been a long time, boy. Welcome back.
Пиздец.
How many times has your burden home spun around since our last hunt?
Oh, great Hule, nemesis of the Foxians. It's been at least 7
centuries. 7 centuries have passed.
I've been commanded to release you from this cursed prison. It is Senjaya's will.
Since you have an escape plan.
My brothers and I will lock down this prison, trapping the prison guard, the rest of my crew, who are undercover like me. Secure the vessels originally. I intended to carry out the plan tomorrow. But they're planning to transfer...
What a reckless plan, you idiot. Even if we manage to get...
We have no other choice. The angel serving under the Master of Immortality sent me with a message. Every one of my crew is ready.
A sneaky weakling like you is actually showing some reckless...
Well then, my lord. We should leave now.
Before we go,
My lord, you seriously?
you idiot. Greatness means nothing without
As you wish. No, he's an envoy from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I plead you to endure.
Пиздец.
Madam Anya, the wardens in all areas are regrouping, and to make things worse, those iron wolves broke open the cage. Let's preserve our strength.
Just a short time ago, another key mechanism was activated. It was probably Madam.
We mustn't let that vile beast escape from its cave.
We've gathered all the prison guards who can still
go.
Those intruders are quite bold. Must have been planning this for quite a while.
Indeed. But Borison tend to favor direct and aggressive approaches. Let's focus on the current situation right now. Please help me.
What's the fastest way to the bottom of this prison, Miss Hanya?
We'll have to bend the rules. By decree of the Ten Lords, all prison breakers and intruders shall be apprehended, dead or alive.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold your position here.
Yes, ma'am.
We need a few tools if we want to reach the bottom quickly. Follow me. The path is cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through.
Мне интересно, сколько же друг поделил имба в этом, по лору. Типа, суперсильная, при этом эманаторе, если она до них чуть по силе. Они, конечно, вот что-то может типа если она это хуйню, то могла.
Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape. But, given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual. The nether key has been activated. I hope we're not too late. Hang in there, sister.
Нет, там пизда твоей сестре. Прям полная. Пиздец.
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long.
The gate to the prison delve is wide open. Hule has met. Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister?
Let's look around.
Блядь, интересно. Где она? Она где-то около входа должна быть, не? Нет, где сестра ее? Где-то недалеко должна быть, точно. Что их когда отпиздили? А, больно. Все мертва, блядь, да? Сука. Да, блядь, она робот же ебаный. Кому не похуй, она робот. Да, она смертная вообще, по факту.
My sister turned into an ingenium centuries ago. While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like...
Блядь, заебал к сердцу положил.
By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers?
No. I haven't found any fox.
So, the intruders and who... This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't... We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news.
Согласен.
Give up as long as...
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
Reconstruct.
Что?
It's my sister. It's at such a critical moment. Her death can give us information that we can turn. Let me see. If I can fix it up.
Блядь, только не это, сука. Блядь, за что? Блядь, Бакс, мы здесь надолго. Умею держать. Чё нахуй? Ебать, этот рот.
Hanya, welcome back, sister. I don't know what...
Робот-призрак?
It's just a turn. This side crane can't hold. Sister.
One of the Yaoqing messengers escaped, and the other one was taken hostage?
Besides the Borison, there were invisible intruders. Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all. Make sure you deliver the... I understand.
Time is running out, Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borison will escape from the prison.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away...
Ой, блядь, пиздец.
No. Stopping Hule should probably be our top priority.
Опа-на.
Wait!
The invisible intruder. These abominations are prisoners from this prison.
Dirty tricks.
Go nappy!
Your answers? Test.
Watch your head. Liquidation! I hit the mark.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points.
Пожон филиал.
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
The market is unright. Investing in victory means playing the long game.
Test.
Watch your head.
No dirty tricks.
Easy now. Liquidation!
Answer me.
Бам.
Pressing it all together. Watch your head.
Just focus on the fight.
Doors echo.
SAS. Knowledge. The measure of truth and falsehood.
The dice have been cast. Or maybe I'll take it all.
0 points.
А,
creatures. Test. 0 points.
Watch your head.
You find peace in song.
The prison. So what if I repeat it? It's the truth. At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. Well, their hiding technique. It's pretty similar to the winged mantle technique used by the Vidyata. Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. Now is not the time. I'm Waza. My friend fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to... Prison on the Lao Fu is a real maze.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Moore.
No. You can do...
Your friend is a good.
Look, I'm the Yaoch. I don't know how you think. Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. The worst case scenario. We are all killed by that giant and the best case. Well, the best case scenario would be we seal the gates and trap the enemy inside. Hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to.
You should have a way of comforting me.
As a person of the Yaoqing,
I have to make it out alive.
None of you are part of the Ten Lords Commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the right. Once we reach the gate, I hope you'll help me seal it. After that, I'll do every now. Let's proceed.
Блять, реально невидимые челы. Ёбаный рот, скажите, фильтр зарабы добавить какую-то хуету душную, блять. Который душный, блять, проходить включать карту. Блять. Сука, мне нужно взять кого-то, кому похуй с это. Это все. Нихуя, что высоко, блядь.
We must seal the entrance before the Borisan fugitives get out.
Ага, спасибо, что без субтитров не говоришь. Я же так понимаю, что ты пиздишь там.
Prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long. Follow me.
Follow me, follow me. Бля, что ты пиздишь? Был бы ты посильнее чуть нахуй. Ты просто бы отпиздил. Все. Сделаешь пока. В чат тоже. Че ты хуже не? Че?
We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
Ой, как же так-то ты не смог. Напасть на меня. Угу, тележку что-то неправильно трахнул. Блядь,
Easy, Numby. Liquidation. It's okay. It's okay. Investing in victory means playing the long game. Creations. Story's echo. Evacuation begins. And yay! A quick divination. All things shift in divination.
O sea,
This brings back such familiar memories. Memories of chasing, gnawing, and tearing. They're back. They're back. They've all come back.
My lord, you're just...
So this hustle.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiao. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something.
Maybe this Yao Qing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us escape from the Xianzhou. What do you think, Mr. Jiao?
Oh, just look at you, falling so low during my...
I've got to make this beast stay here. Deal. I assert my identity. I'm afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jing Yu, she has recently returned to the Luofu. Opportunity for revenge.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense.
Silence, Bokchok, and use me. Flee from them. We must stay here for some time, Bokchok. Fear not, now Duran's will.
Что женщина хочет? Ой, бля. Шар открылась, да, дверка.
Report! After we lost contact with the Shek, the prisoners have revolted. What about the Yao Qing message? No news at the moment.
I see. General Jing Yuan, General Hua Yan. It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end. The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, if this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge. As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Luofu Cloud Knights to pursue.
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. As I said before, it's time to wash them away.
Поскольку видите, Да, охотник. Да, добыча. Вопросик. Угу, тренировка. Значит, будет дальше. Кайф, блядь. Фу, сука. Короче, ладно. Думаю, на этом первая серия закончится. Во второй серии, я думаю, мы пойдем компаньонку Максим и Инфинтик. Думаю, примерно так будет, да. Что ж, на этом первая серия закончится. Всем удачи и всем пока. Пока-пока-пока.